Hello, good morning everyone. This is Dr. Kausara Misa, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce and Management, GFGC, KBO. So in the previous session and all, we have discussed the problem relating to the cost sheet from the question paper 2015, which is given for 6 marks. So today in this class, let us have a discussion on the problem on cost sheet. It is in the year 2016 for 6 marks. Let us then see this problem. Here from the following figures, prepare a cost sheet showing the cost per unit and profit for the period. Raw materials consumed is 40,000, direct wages 24,000, factory overhead 8,000, office overheads 10% of factory cost, selling overhead is 1 rupee 50 paisa per unit, units produced is 2,000, units sold is 1,800 units at 50 rupees each. So in this question, very clearly they have mentioned that the raw materials consumed is 40,000 has to be considered for the prime cost. Direct wages 24,000 also has to be considered for the prime cost, for the calculation of prime cost. These are all, both these two are the direct expenses. And the next one is given the factory overheads, only one thing, that is of 8,000. And regarding to the office overhead, they have not given the value, so it has to be considered 10% of the factory cost. After calculating the factory cost value, then on that 10% has to be calculated. And selling overhead very clearly mentioned, that is 1 rupee 50 paisa per unit. And there is a units produced value is given. The production units are 2,000, but the selling units are 1,800, means the closing stock of finished goods has to be calculated here, because the production units is 2,000, but actually units sold is only 1,800. Then 200 is the closing stock of finished goods value, and the selling over sales has to be valued at rupees 50 each. Total units sold is 1,800. Let us will go for preparing the cost sheet, both as well as in terms of value and the per unit. So here this is the thing given, calculated here. See the raw materials consumed, we have to draw a table which contains of 3 columns. One is particulars, amount and cost per unit. So this is the statement of cost and profit. The units of production given in the question, that is 2,000 units of production. Raw materials consumed is 40,000. So per unit if you want to calculate, means we should go for dividing the value divided by number of units, that is of production units given. 40,000 divided by 2,000 is 20 per unit. Direct wages are 24,000, then 24,000 divided by 2,000 is 12 per unit. There is no information belonging to direct expenses, no need to take. Then straight away we can go for calculating the prime cost here. So the total prime cost is 40,000 plus 24,000, that is 64,000. In terms of unit also, 20 rupees plus 12 is 32 rupees. Then in the question itself, they have given the factory overheads are 8,000. So only one element are there, so it has to be added. So add factory overheads is 8,000 per unit, it becomes 4 rupees. Then the total factory cost is 64 plus 8,000 is 72,000. In terms of unit, that is 36 rupees. Now we have to calculate the next, we have to go for adding the factory cost, that is given office overheads. It is given 10% of factory cost. So already we have calculated the factory cost is 72,000. On that we have to calculate the office overhead, that is of 10%. So we need to go for calculating the value, that is add office overhead. Factory cost is 72,000 into 10% is 7,200. Then the total value comes to 79,200. In terms of unit, 36 rupees divided by 7,200 by 2,000 means 3 rupees 60 paisa. Therefore, the total per unit is 39 rupees 60 paisa per unit, and in terms of value is 79,200. There is an adjustment given regarding to the closing stock of values. There is no opening stock of finished goods, but the closing stock is given, that is of the actual goods sold is only 1,800, means then the remaining units, whatever is left out, that will be considered as the closing stock. So the total production units are 2,000. Out of that, the units are sold of only how much, means it is 1,800 given in the question. Then 2,000 minus 1,800 is nothing but 200s are the closing stock values. So we know that how to calculate this closing stock values, means it has to be calculated only on the cost of production per unit value. 200 into the cost of production per unit is 39 rupees 60 paisa. Therefore, it comes to 7,920. This, because it is a closing stock, it has to be deducted from the cost of production. Then 79,200 minus 7,920. Now 71,280 will be considered as the cost of goods sold. If there is no closing stock and opening stock values are given, no adjustments means whatever the cost of production will get, that will become the cost of goods sold. Now there is an adjustment of closing stock, so it has to be calculated, because very clearly mentioned 2000 units production, 1800 is units sold, then the remaining value has to be considered as the closing stock. Now the closing stock of cost of goods sold is 71,280 in terms of value. See, the per unit of cost of production as well as cost of goods sold will always be same, that is 39 rupees 60 paisa. Now, after cost of goods sold, we should go for adding the selling overhead. Very clearly mentioned, the selling overhead is how much means it is 1 rupee 50 paisa per unit, based on what means based on the units sold. So the total number of units sold is 1800 into 1 rupee 50 paisa, 2700. It has to be added to the cost of goods sold. Then the total cost comes to 73,980. Then per unit also has to be calculated. Here they have given that per unit of selling overhead is 1 rupee 50 paisa. Therefore 39 rupees 60 paisa plus 1 rupee 50 paisa is 41 rupees 10 paisa. That is the total cost per unit. In terms of value, it is 73,980. Then we need to go for calculating the profit. So already given in the question, sales value is given, that units sold is 1800, for how much means per unit is 50 rupees. So 1000 total cost, in between we have to calculate the balancing figure. The last term is the sales. Sales is nothing but 1800 units into 50 rupees, 90,000. So per unit is 50. Then the difference of sales minus total cost will be the profit value. 90,000 minus 73,980, the value is 16,020 rupees is the profit. In terms of value, in terms of per unit also, 50 rupees minus 41.10, that is 10 paisa, is nothing but 8 rupees 90 paisa. So this is how we need to calculate the cost sheet, statement of cost sheet, both in terms of value as well as in terms of per unit. So with this, I am going to end the session. Thank you.